Okay, now consider you have your employee and you have your vendor and you have your customer, and actually you have cloud service in Azure. Okay, and you have, for example, Azure SQL DB, and you have maybe virtual machine VMs. Okay, so, and try to imagine your employee and vendor and customer, all of them, the need to access your resourcing issues. So how they will connect it to issues. By internet. Okay, so as your private link, enable your employee and vendor and customers to access as your private link privately. For example, to just try to imagine or try to explain more, if you set up virtual machine to run in SQL database service and on-premise employee and external customers. Okay, need to access this service over internet. That means assigning the virtual machine public IP address. So you come here and assign IP address, public IP address. So this makes it easy for us authorized user to access the service. But also it make it easy for malicious user. This malicious user to access or to attempt to infiltrate or disrupt your service. Okay, so an easier and more secure solutions is to use Azure. Come here and use Azure private link. This create new private endpoint for your virtual machine that enables employee and customers and vendors to access your Azure service. Over, yes, Microsoft Azure backbone. So in this time, instead of to go direct like that by public IP address, which are signed and over it will be exposed. It will be go through Microsoft backbone, then will go to your source. So so to access your Azure service over Microsoft's Azure backbone network, thus completely bypassing the public internet and all its inherent risks. So as your private link optimized routing, because the traffic now has direct to route to Azure service. It also simplified the network architecture by eliminating the need for network IP address, translate if you remember nothing, or getaway device. So in the internet can be scary place, as you know. So why you expose your data and applications and your SQL database and service all will be on the risk. So in this situation, you have to use Azure Private Link as part of your virtual network convenient configurations to get private secure connection and also to simplify or seem to simpler your network setup.